Hi there, welcome to Nonsense Whisky. My name's PF, and on today we've got another the Dram Team unboxing video. Let's get into this and we'll talk about it as I'm ripping the box apart, shall we? Using the old trusty pen, still yet to get a decent knife, but one day I will. Let's have a look, see what we've got inside here. Now, this just came today, so I have genuinely no idea what's inside this box. Obviously, whiskey. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Dram Team. So this is a UK-based subscription service who I pay for every month. And unfortunately, this one has been chucked around a little bit as well. That's unfortunate. It happened last month as well. But this one got thrown over my back wall. So kudos for the Dram Team for sticking with the plastic bottles, because I think we might have had a bit of problem. This time round, we've got the SIBLING sippers. We'll get into that in a second, but as tradition around here, we like to try the wee little sample, just get it drunk, because why keep it? This one's the Arran Malt 21 years, so I'm going to bang that straight in a glass so that can sit out while we're waiting. This one's actually giving me a bit of trouble, so I'm going to have to use the old teeth. How very unprofessional. So I'll pour that out. Oh, it's so small, it's so small. The way the guys at the Dram Team like to talk about these is they're the little icing on the cake, the little festival-sized dram. So if you ever go to a whiskey festival, that's really all you're gonna get when you try something. But let's sit that out there, and we'll have a little look at what else we've got in the box. Let's find something interesting. Let's do the cards. Cards first. So every time we get a little thing from the Dram Team, this time it says, in this box we compare and contrast a trio of distillery pairings, exploring the similarities and differences on display between 6 highly sippable Scotch siblings. Sláinte, the Dram Team. Nice one. So we have the Arran Malt 14. That's obviously to be compared with the 21, but that's not going to happen today. I actually haven't covered this on the channel yet, so that'll be a good one to stick in the queue. Next up, we've got 2 Deanstons. Now, actually, I haven't covered any Deanstons on the channel yet, and I do have a couple of samples sitting on the shelf, so maybe I'll start cracking them ones out. But this one, we have the Deanston Virgin Oak. We have the Deanston 18-year-old Bourbon Matured. I've got a feeling that they're probably an unfair comparison, but we'll find out one day. Oh, and here, that's interesting. I've got 2 doubles in here. I think that's actually a mistake, so I will get onto the Dram Team about that. But I got it's meant to be 2 Bunnahabhains, and in here, this is going to really test my my Scotch Gaelic. In fact, I really don't know how to pronounce this. I've got the Bunnahabhain Stúradá, and the Toitic Adar, but actually I've got 2 of the first ones, so that's cool. But I will definitely find out what happened to that and get onto them and get the next one out, because they're really good at sorting stuff like this out. Let's get on to the Arran 21 years and see what we've got in this little glass over here. Now, small little sample, unfortunately, and this is the oldest Arran that I've ever tried. So we'll find out what they say on here, but really, it's only a small little sample, so I don't tend to review these. Ooh, that's an interesting nose. Now, I frequently say, I haven't covered many Arrans, but when I do talk about Arran, I frequently talk about a kind of funk on the nose that they have, and it's a funk in a good way. It's not like it's not a nasty nose at all. It's just a very indicative nose of Arran. Very, very, very easy to pick out in a lineup against other things, I think, if you know the distillery well. And that's it's sort of like a chocolatey, almost a citrusy note to it. It's interesting. It's an interesting flavour. Let's try on the palate. Wow, that came out of nowhere. To start with, it was kind of a little bit understated, not really much was happening. Out of nowhere, just this explosion of flavour happened. Lots of really weird flavours, like and weird in a good way, I should say. It's different, it's probably a better way of saying it. Lots of different flavours. things like dark chocolate, oddly a bit of ginger, which is coming out of nowhere. It's almost like a kind of dried fruity sensation coming out of it. That's really tasty. I'm going to finish this right now. See, this is what I love about getting a subscription service like this. Although that was a tiny little dram, and I've enjoyed that within minutes, that's really what it's all about. It's all about trying something that you'd never normally go out and buy, and just getting to try it. You know, I'm not sitting there assessing it. I'm not trying to pick away all the flavours for it. It's just getting to try something that I wouldn't normally get to try. These things I will spend a little bit of time with. With a 25ml sample, it's very easy to half that, spend a bit of time with it, then give you guys my thoughts, and I will do. So thanks for joining me again for this unboxing videos. If you like watching stuff like this, then don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll keep making videos just like this.